What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the altcoin markets today. We're going to use the Bitcoin dominance chart and the others chart to do this. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to do more content like this, and let's look into it. Okay, here we are. The Bitcoin dominance, for those of you who aren't aware, is literally just the percentage of dominance that Bitcoin's market cap holds to the whole crypto space. What that means is if crypto could be valued in total, all crypto together in total, at a price, at a certain dollar value, Bitcoin owns 61% of that dollar value. Okay. Bitcoin is crypto, in other words, right? If we look at this thing, I've had some predictions that this week would close red, and I want to say that with everything that I'm about to say in this video, which is actually going to suggest the otherwise, that it closes green. I want to say that it's very much still possible that we could close this week red. All it takes is a day. All it takes is a moment for things to kick off, and we could really flip this thing red. The dominance flipping red is a good thing. It normally only flips red when altcoins are exploding, right? Oftentimes when you see this chart go down, Bitcoin is moving up in price. It's just altcoins are moving up faster. When we see it going up, this doesn't often mean that Bitcoin's gaining price, and sometimes it does. Sometimes Bitcoin's just gaining more value than the rest of the altcoin markets, but most of the time that doesn't happen. Most of the time when the dominance goes up, it's because everything's dropping. Bitcoin's just dropping less, so it gains more dominance, right? So looking at the 4-hour time frame here on the RSI, this is what made me want to make this video. It seems as though we've broken out of a downtrend here, and we have now started an uptrend with these higher lows and higher highs. And this trend, I could see it going into the end of this week, Saturday, Sunday, which makes me think this week could be green, because if it trends up, the price will likely trend up too. And to me, it looks like it will. This is almost like a bull flag right here, just a little mini flag on the 4-hour. You broke out of your downtrend. I don't want to restart right now. We're going to restart it later. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't restart in the middle of this video. Wouldn't that suck? It'll probably restart later. From a high to a low, yeah, you've hit your 236. Oftentimes when you at least hit your 236, I would expect before any kind of lower prices come, and I do expect us to get lower readings inevitably, maybe next week instead of this week. Before we do that, we'd have to interact with the 382, because it's not common to interact with the 236 without interacting with the 382 before you go lower, right? In other words, I would not expect to go lower first. I would expect to hit the 382 first and then go lower. At least the 382, if not the golden ratio. We're on a path that is going to take us higher, and how much higher, I don't know. But generally, whenever we move higher in the dominance, that would express a market-wide kind of dump. How severe? I don't know. It's going to be different for everything. The coins that pumped the most recently probably will stand to lose the most. The coins that haven't pumped that much, they probably stand to lose the least, if that helps. But that's not 100% true all the time, right? Others, if we look at the others chart now to confirm with what we're saying here, because we think that the dominance means that the altcoin market's going to drop. For those of you who are unaware of what the others chart is, it's the total market cap of crypto excluding the top 10 coins. So it really is like the altcoin market cap. I don't know about you guys, but using my eyes here, lower highs, lower lows, it looks like we're in a downtrend. Looks like a bit of a double top right here with a pretty harsh rejection, pretty nice rejection so far. If we take a relative high here to a relative low here, we are not even getting to the golden ratio. When you reach for the golden ratio, let alone you have like a double top like this, and you can't get there, oftentimes this signals to me that you would at least pull back to the 236, if not oftentimes go below the most recent low. So what would that mean for altcoins? Well, from the current price at the time of making this, which it's the 20th of February, we are on the what hour of the day? 15th hour UTC. 20th of February, 15th hour UTC. 57 minutes left. We just started the hour. From here to the minimum expectation, that would call for a market-wide 2.5% drop. That's not that big of a deal. If we go lower than the 236, likely we would not stop until one of two things. Either we get some kind of double bottom, which would result in like a 4 to a 5% drop. Sorry guys, a little sick there. So anything from a 2 to a 5% drop is completely on the table. Or if we do go lower, which this is the more common thing to do, would be to go lower. In this scenario, I would think that we do go lower. That would expel a 7% to maybe a 10% drop. So across the board, 7 to 10%. Now, I don't want to say I don't want to say that every coin is going to do a 7 to a 10% drop. There will be some coins that drop dramatically more. Some might drop 20 or 30%, and that doesn't mean that you have a piece of crap coin. Likely that means that it just pumped recently, and so now it's pulling back, right? It's probably finding some equilibrium, right? If it just had a big move up, it's probably going to have a more volatile time correcting, where the coins that have been boring, that haven't pumped yet, they're probably the ones that will see these average drops, right? So, and not every coin will drop this much, right? If we drop all the way down to the 1618, that's a 9% drop across the board. Some coins will drop only 2%. Some coins will move up, right? It's not a guarantee. But to me, it certainly does look like today, at least, probably going in at least today, if not carrying out the rest of the week too, we'll probably see this overall market kind of move down. And with the move down below this low, you'd be effectively breaking out of this consolidation phase, but to the downside. What would that mean? Where are you going to go from there? From a low to a high? We already got the 1618 out of the way, but let's see. Low to high here. That 1618 comes right into the range of your golden ratio here, which makes sense. So I really do feel confident that something, maybe not quite at a 10%, but something just below that 10% drop overall across the markets, right? From this $267.7 billion market cap right now on the other chart, I think that we will see something on to that degree. So the 4-hour RSI also looks like it wants to go to the downside, right? Little double top right here, lower highs, lower lows, getting oversold, getting overbought too, to be fair, but I think you want to go down. You look kind of like you're pointed to the downside. Daily RSI actually looks all right from here, but you probably do come down, right? Get some bullish divergence. Hey, that wouldn't be so bad at all. If we close lower than this low here, we would have bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Yeah. So if we close red, or if we just move down at all and we come back down to this oversold zone, we get a higher low there. That would give us bullish divergence with this low here. So if we just close, and I bet we do close below that, we're probably, yeah, I think it's cemented. We're going to have a move that is greater than 6%, 7% to the downside. That's my expectation. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I just wanted to address this because, again, the Bitcoin dominance to me is what gave it away. It does look like it wants to move up. I mean, I would be surprised if it didn't, but this kind of look overall just has me excited. Well, I mean, normally has me excited. This, I guess, doesn't have me excited because it means that the crypto markets will move down, but it does mean that the price, or the readings at least on the Bitcoin dominance, are going to move up. So that's all I wanted to say. That's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I do not expect the dominance to see new highs. I do believe that was the top. We just might be finding somewhat of a double top, or maybe something of a lower high still, and maybe we even double top off of this high right here. You know, maybe we only go up this high. I don't know. But some kind of last call for the Bitcoin bulls to get out of their Bitcoin and put it into the altcoin markets before we really start to dump. And I do think that if not by the end of this week, sometime next week, we really will be kicking off this altcoin rally. I very much think that in the weeks to come, in the months to come, people will look back at this week here that happened 2 weeks ago now, in the beginning of February. They'll look back at that week and say that that was the beginning of altcoin season. So don't let the coming days, don't let the coming hours influence that or change that that mentality, because alt season is upon us, you guys. We do have, reality of the matter is, we do have bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame. Weekly RSI looks to be rolling over a bit. You look to be pointing to the downside. This tells me that in the long term, over the weeks, over the months to come, we likely will be moving down in the dominance, which only implies upside for crypto. So don't be scared. Get ready. Things are coming. We just, it's taking a little longer than we expected, but it's not the downside that shakes people out. It's oftentimes these boring times that shake people out. So don't get shaken out. Hold to your projects, right? Make any last minute decisions, right? Buy any cryptos while they're on sale, and get yourself set up for the month of March, whenever we're really going to be pumping. And actually, on that note, I was going to end the video, but on that note, if we just want to take a stroll through time, we look on a weekly aspect. Let's look at a weekly aspect. We go to last February, last March, right, in 2024. Let's see. So here's March last year, right? You guys remember March, right? End of February, the whole market moved up 23% that last week of February. We moved up throughout February, sure, but the last week, that's whenever we really blew off. So we're having our last week next week maybe, and then March was good too, right? That's where we topped off, and then we came back down. So I am thinking, just like last year, we probably will have a bullish finish to February. That's what I'm anticipating for the crypto markets. I don't think that we will be moving down in the last week of February. I think we will be moving up, and then going into March, I think we will continue that bullish momentum and seeing probably new all-time highs relative to any altcoin that exists right now. So that's all I got. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.